Drake might be quietly setting up one of the biggest comebacks in hip-hop legal history. While the world continues to blast "Not Like Us" at full volume, shouting every line with the same passion Kendrick used to write them, Drake isn't just sitting back and letting the moment pass. Behind the scenes, he's plotting. And now, he's been handed something powerful. A court has just given him the green light to access Kendrick Lamar's record deal, something that could completely flip the game. It's not just paperwork. It's a weapon. It's the kind of confidential information that artists and labels guard with their lives. These are contracts that reveal how money is split, who owns what rules the artist agree to follow, and just how deep the label's control really goes. This isn't just about lyrics anymore. It's about reputation, ownership, and possibly millions of dollars. The moment Drake's lawyers got the court's blessing to dig into Kendrick's record deal, the case shifted from a lyrical battle to a legal chess match. Here's what's happening. Drake is knee-deep in a defamation case tied to Kendrick Lamar's viral anthem, "Not Like Us." The song didn't just dominate charts, it dominated culture. It became the soundtrack to barbecues, club nights, memes, and TikToks. The entire internet was crip walking through the timeline, and Kendrick had the whole globe shouting, "They not like us," as if it was a new national anthem. Drake didn't just lose a rap battle. He got buried in a cultural moment. But in court, there's no beat. There are no ad-libs. It's just facts, laws, and strategy. By gaining access to Kendrick's contracts, Drake now has the chance to uncover any possible contradictions between what Kendrick said in the song and what he agreed to on paper. If Kendrick claims something about Drake that isn't backed by facts, or worse, if it violates the terms of his own record deal, it could strengthen Drake's defamation claim. This could mean proving that Kendrick misled the public or said things he legally wasn't supposed to. That's major. This isn't a diss track. It's discovery. In legal terms, discovery is the phase where both sides can ask for and exchange information to build their cases. And for Drake to get access to Kendrick's label documents, that means the court saw enough relevance in Drake's claim to allow this level of transparency. It's not easy to get that kind of clearance. These kinds of documents are usually locked behind mountains of red tape and legal firewalls. So, for the court to say yes, something in Drake's case must be hitting hard. What does this mean for Kendrick? Well, it doesn't mean he's guilty of anything, but it does mean that his artistic freedom and legal obligations are now under a microscope. Every bar he spit on "Not Like Us" could now be cross-referenced with legal documents. Did he say something that breaks a confidentiality clause? Did he imply something about Drake that he can't legally back up? Drake's legal team is surely combing through every word, every paragraph of those contracts looking for a smoking gun. Now, let's be real. Hip-hop beefs usually play out on Instagram, Twitter, and diss tracks. Rarely do they end up in a courtroom. But when they do, it's a whole different ball game. The stakes are higher, the language is different, and the consequences don't disappear when the next album drops. This isn't just about hurt feelings. It's about defamation, credibility, and potentially major financial damages. If Drake wins, it could send shockwaves across the music industry. Labels might start rethinking how much freedom artists should have when they're beefing on wax. And artists might have to think twice before name-dropping rivals in future records. Here's the twist, though. While Drake might be winning legally, Kendrick is still winning culturally. "Not Like Us" is bigger than just a song. It's a moment. It's one of those rare anthems that becomes a part of pop culture forever. You can't walk into a barbershop or scroll down your feed without hearing it. And right now, Kendrick is basking in that moment. But Drake is patient. He knows that memes fade and trends shift. What lasts is the final result. And he's playing the long game. Imagine this. Kendrick's team gets hit with evidence that flips the narrative. Maybe there's something in those documents that contradicts a key lyric. Or maybe Drake uncovers a clause that proves Kendrick broke contract terms with his lyrical attack. If that happens, the same internet that crowned Kendrick might start asking different questions. And if Drake wins the case, it won't just be a legal victory. It'll be a personal redemption. A silent mic drop in a courtroom where no beat is needed. At the end of the day, it's wild to think that one diss track could lead to a court case this serious. But that's the era we're living in. Artists aren't just battling for bars anymore. They're battling for legacy, for brand protection, and for their image. Kendrick hit hard with Not Like Us. He made the world dance while throwing verbal punches. But now Drake has a different kind of punch lined up, one that comes with legal documents and court-approved access. So what happens next? Drake's legal team will go over those contracts with a microscope. They'll build arguments, piece by piece. And once they're ready, they'll make their move in court. Kendrick's team, no doubt, is also preparing, locking in their defenses, and making sure nothing in those documents can be used to spin the story against them. But one thing is clear, this isn't over. Hip-hop fans love a battle, but this one is turning into a saga. There are no studio booth drop-ins here. There's no one-minute Instagram response video. This is a long, strategic fight where paperwork speaks louder than punchlines. And Drake just got access to the paperwork that might change everything. Whether or not he comes out victorious, one thing's for sure, he's not going down without swinging. And while the world keeps vibing to Not Like Us, Drake is quietly rewriting the rules behind the curtain. He's playing defense in public, but offense in court. So the real question is, what's more powerful in the end, winning the culture or winning the courtroom? Only time will tell.